For me, I think bodybuilding 100% every month, all year is too much. You know, I think the body needs a break. And for me, you know, I had other interests. I had my business, I had my gym, and you know, when you have your own business and bodybuilding, also, sometimes you don't have time for both. So for me, I would only train when it was time for me to get ready for a competition. I would take 4 months and I would dedicate 100% to the show. The other times when I didn't have a show, I would focus 100% on my family and on my business. It worked for me 4 months because, you know, I just knew, I know what my body responds to, you know. I know how much time I need, and for me it worked perfectly. So for all my career, you know, my whole shows, this is all the time that I would take to do it. Most of the other guys, you know, and a lot of people would say, well, Kevin Levrone didn't train all year round 100%. But bodybuilders, most bodybuilders, they don't have a business. Most pro bodybuilders, that's all they do is go to the gym every day. You know, so for me, I had a gym, you know, 15,000 square feet. I had about 30 employees. You know, I had to do the sales. I had to teach them how to sell. I had to teach everyone how to train. So it took a lot of time, you know. So outside of the sport of bodybuilding, I wanted to also, you know, have something that would last me a lifetime, long after, you know, bodybuilding is over. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it worked out that way, because today, if you look at me, you know, I'm 100% healthy. You know, so training all year round, maybe some people might say, well, you know, Kevin didn't train all year round, but they look at me today and they say, wow, you know, Kevin looks young. You know, so this is the reason. And you look at some of the bodybuilders who, you know, who competed when I did, they have more wear and tear on their bodies. I think, you know, for me, I just wanted to, I tried all different kinds of things, you know. Some shows I went in bigger, some shows I went in leaner. And I always found that I looked my best when I was probably about 240 some pounds on stage. You know, not too big, but not too small. So I think, you know, each athlete tries to find out what's the best look for them.
Kevin?
Yeah. So right now we're on leg press, and just like squats, just like hack squats, you know, the same thing with the foot positions. And people ask me all the time, man, they're like, well, how do you build quads, you know? Well, you build quads because you have to really concentrate the mind to the muscle. It doesn't matter how much weight, you know, you really squat, just as long as you can do the weight correctly, you know, with the proper form and the proper technique, which is so very, very important. You know, a lot of guys, they always come into the gym and they do half squats, you know. They don't want to do full squats, you know. It's very important to do full range of movement, and that's what we're trying to show you guys today.
Okay.
So here we go. Again, you can do 3 foot positions on this. This is a foot position. You come down like this, it's going to hit outer. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn your toes slightly out here. Brings up more here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biggest
You
amplitude.
can go wider, turn out, and it's going to hit more of the hamstrings
And glutes.
and glutes. A lot of women do wider for the women, you know, because they want to build more glutes and hamstrings. Normally what I do, it depends again how I feel and what part of the muscle in the leg I feel like I want to attack. Sometimes I go in and I do, on the machines, I do all 3 different leg positions. With squats, I normally do the one position on squats because I go very, very heavy. But when I go to the machines, I normally switch the leg positions depending on how much weight is on the machine.
1, 2.
That's right. Second position. And then the third position, yeah,
This?
wide and higher.
Выше, да?
Yep, out.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's all hamstrings, man. All hamstrings, you know? Yeah.
Ну что ж, по мере того, как ваши ноги становятся выше на платформе и шире, нагрузка смещается, соответственно, на
Yeah.
бицепс бедра и ягодичные. Оба. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so today, you know, it's just been great, man, just to come here and show you a few tips that I used to do. But looks like your quads is, you got it down anyway, so it's awesome. I mean, my opinion is, you know, of course, on my off season, I didn't eat much as calories because I didn't need a lot of calories because I wasn't working out so hard. So on the off season for me, I would cut my calories in half. You know, you only want to eat the amount of food that your body can digest and the amount of food that it's going to process. So if you're not in the gym training 100%, then you don't need to eat a lot of calories. So I always adjusted my calorie intake towards the workload that I was putting on my body. Yeah, I mean, I think everything in life evolves, you know? It's always changing. I think also, you know, like professional boxing, you know, was the best when Muhammad Ali, you know, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, you know, Mike Tyson, you know. Now there's no heavyweight champion of the world. So bodybuilding, you have bodybuilders today. I think the sport is going in a good direction. I think also, you know, now the IFBB has decided to make the athletes have more classic physiques and everything that they need to make the sport move forward even more. I think the era when I was competing, I think it was when bodybuilding was at its best, you know. But the sport right now, for today, the sport is doing very, very good because when I was bodybuilding, you didn't have YouTube, you didn't have Instagram, you didn't have Twitter. You know, you didn't even have, I don't even think you had Facebook back then. But now, you know, there's so much where bodybuilders can do to make themselves famous. You know, they don't even have to be a professional bodybuilder. You know, they can be famous from having a lot of followers on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or even YouTube, you know. So I think for the business, this is good. But for the bodybuilding, I think the bodybuilders had a better look back when, you know, when I was competing. Hey guys, what's up? It's Kevin Levrone. As you guys can see, I'm in the gym. I'm here in Moscow, baby, at Gold's Gym. I'm here with Andrey, and I'm gonna show you guys a little tips with the legs, how to build up those quads, all right? So this is what's up. Well, it's always the best one because the bench press is the one exercise that you can do to hit every 3 heads of the chest muscle. The upper pec, the center of the pec, and the lower pecs. Bench press is the one exercise that you can hit every area for the chest to build mass. Just like squats for legs and deadlifts for back. Bench press is always the best exercise. Only my chest, but my chest was, 1992, but that was so long ago. No problems at all.
Ну, я так понял, твой секрет, конечно, в том, что ты отдыхал и в твоем подходе таком очень рациональном. Но все-таки хочу спросить по поводу здоровья. Вот сейчас даже, да, употребляешь ли ты какие-то добавки, возможно, витамины? Как ты следишь за своим здоровьем сейчас?
Yeah, I eat healthy. I eat clean, healthy, and for me, I don't carry around so much mass now. So I think it helps because I'm a lot leaner, and I don't have a lot of muscle size on me. So my heart and everything is much better, much healthier now. I do cardio 3 days a week on an empty stomach. I eat very clean fish, rice and broccoli, and I don't work out really heavy. I work out to maintain and to stay cut and lean, ripped. What, did I do the transformation for that? I did the transformation because I wanted to get in shape. I needed to get in shape, and I wanted to try to help educate the people and to prove to them that you still can get in shape no matter what age you are.
Это был Кевин Леврон. Спасибо тебе.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon, man.